the quiet fear of weakening, a shadow that lengthens as the years embrace us. Our strength, our vitality, slowly fading like the evening light if we do not tend to the inner lamp. But what if a simple, ancient secret shared before you sleep could change this narrative? Stay with me, dear friends, for the final insight we uncover together holds the deepest nourishment. Gentle change. It is a natural part of the great cycle, this transformation our bodies undergo. Like the leaves in autumn, there is a letting go, a shift in energy. We observe our muscles, once perhaps more robust, becoming softer, perhaps a little less willing. This is not a failing, nor is it a battle to be fought with aggression. It is simply the river of life flowing, and our task is not to dam the river, but to understand its currents and navigate them with wisdom and with grace. When we speak of muscles disappearing, we are speaking of a change in their substance, their ability to hold tension and to support us with the same effortless power they once did. This often happens because, as life progresses, our patterns of movement may change. We may become less active, or the activities themselves become less demanding. The body, in its profound intelligence, adapts. It says, "This capacity is not being called upon as frequently, so I will conserve energy here." It is a beautiful system of economy, but one that requires our conscious participation if we wish to maintain a certain level of physical presence and freedom. The channels through which our life force, our chi, and our blood, our shui, flow, these too can become less open, less vibrant, if not regularly encouraged. Imagine a stream. If the water flows strongly, the bed of the stream remains clear. If the flow becomes a trickle, sediment can build, obstructions can form. Our bodies are much the same. The nourishment that our muscles require for their upkeep, for their repair, is carried by this internal flow. If the flow is diminished, particularly during the crucial restorative period of sleep, then the tissues do not receive their full measure of sustenance. Over time, this contributes to that sense of fading, of diminishing return. It is not a sudden event, but a gradual one, like the erosion of a stone by a constant, gentle drip of water. But just as water can erode, it can also smooth, it can also cleanse. This understanding is key. We are not fighting against our nature. We are seeking to align with it, to support its inherent desire for balance and for health, even as the seasons of our life turn. The mind, too, plays a vital role. If our thoughts are scattered, if we carry tension from the day into our rest, this also impedes the body's ability to fully regenerate. The mind and body are not separate entities. They are two aspects of one whole. A troubled mind can create tension in the physical form, restricting flow, and a body that is not at ease can, in turn, disturb the stillness of the mind. So, when we approach this matter of preserving our physical strength as we age, we must look at it holistically. It is not merely about exercising the muscles in a forceful way, especially not before bed when the body is preparing for a different kind of work, the work of deep repair and integration. It is about creating the optimal conditions for this inner work to take place. It is about gentle persuasion, about inviting the body to remember its strength, to retain its vitality, not through struggle, but through mindful attention and care. This is a path of compassion towards ourselves, a path of understanding the profound wisdom held within our own physical form. Consider the ancient trees. They stand for centuries, their strength rooted deep in the earth, their branches reaching towards the sky. They too age, they too face the winds and the storms, yet they endure. Their strength is not a rigid, brittle strength, but a flexible, resilient one. They draw nourishment from the earth, from the sun, from the rain. We too can learn from this. Our evening ritual, the one we will explore, is about drawing in nourishment, about settling our roots, so that even as we rest, we are subtly, gently reinforcing the foundations of our physical being. This is not about reversing time, for time flows in one direction. It is about enriching the time we have, ensuring that our physical vessel can support us in living fully, with awareness, and with joy through all our years. The wisdom lies not in resisting change, but in meeting it with practices that honor the body's needs at each stage of life. Evening essence. So, what is this gentle practice we can embrace before we surrender to sleep? It is not a strenuous workout, for that would be counterproductive, stirring the energies when they should be calming. Instead, it is a sequence of mindful movements and intentions designed to encourage circulation, release tension, and prepare the body and mind for profound restorative rest, which is the ultimate healer and builder. Think of it as a loving conversation with your body, a way of thanking it for its service during the day and preparing it for the night's sacred work. It begins with the breath, the very foundation of our aliveness. Find a comfortable position, perhaps sitting on the edge of your bed, or even lying down if that feels more appropriate for your body tonight. Close your eyes gently and bring your awareness to your breath. Simply observe it without trying to change it initially. Notice the air entering, filling your lungs, and then releasing. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your abdomen or your chest. This simple act of focused attention begins to quiet the mind, to bring you into the present moment, which is where all true healing and connection occur. After a few moments of just observing, begin to deepen your breath, but softly, without force. Imagine you are drawing the breath down into your lower abdomen, the area we call the dantian, the field of elixir. Let the inhale be smooth and long, and the exhale even smoother and longer. With each exhale, imagine you are releasing any tension, any worries, any fatigue that has accumulated throughout the day. Let it go, let it dissolve. This conscious breathing alone begins to oxygenate the blood more fully, to calm the nervous system, and to signal to every cell in your body that it is time to shift from activity to restoration. This is the first step to establish a rhythm of calm, deep breathing. You might do this for 5, perhaps 10 breaths, or as long as it feels good. There is no strict count, only your inner sense of readiness to move to the next phase. The quality of your attention is more important than the quantity of time. Now, we introduce gentle movement, focusing on the major joints of the body, for it is often in the joints that stagnation can occur, impeding the flow of qi and blood. Begin with your ankles and wrists. Slowly, mindfully, rotate your ankles, first in one direction, then the other. Feel the movement, the subtle sensations. Do the same with your wrists. Imagine you are lubricating these joints, making them supple. Then move to your knees and elbows, perhaps gently bending and straightening them, always within a comfortable range of motion. No strain, no pain. This is an invitation, not a demand. Consider your shoulders, often a place where we hold so much tension. Gently roll them forwards a few times, then backwards, feeling the release. Then your neck, if it feels comfortable. Slowly, gently, allow your head to tilt from side to side, as if you are trying to touch your ear to your shoulder, but only go as far as feels easy. Maybe a gentle nod, a slow turn from left to right. Each movement is performed with awareness, with the breath flowing smoothly. You are not trying to achieve a great stretch, but rather to awaken the energy pathways. Following these gentle joint awakenings, we can incorporate a simple form of self-massage, focusing on areas that can support muscle health and overall relaxation. Using the palms of your hands or your fingertips, gently rub your arms from shoulders down to your wrists and hands. Use a stroking motion, always towards the heart on the inward stroke if you wish to follow traditional wisdom, or simply in a way that feels comforting. Then your legs, from hips down to your ankles and feet. Pay special attention to your calves and thighs. This gentle rubbing encourages blood flow to the surface, warming the tissues. You might also gently tap or pat these areas, a light percussion that can invigorate without overstimulating. Consider the lower back, an area prone to stiffness. If you can reach, use the backs of your hands to gently rub this area. The key here is gentleness and warmth. You are communicating care to your body. This entire sequence of breath, gentle joint movement, and self-massage might take 10 to 15 minutes. It is a small investment of time for a profound return in well-being. It's about creating a signal for deep relaxation. Finally, before you settle completely into sleep, return to your breath. Lie comfortably, and once again, bring your awareness to the gentle rhythm of your breathing. Perhaps place your hands on your lower abdomen, feeling its soft rise and fall. Cultivate a sense of gratitude for your body, for its resilience, for its constant striving towards health. Imagine a warm, healing light filling your entire being, soothing every muscle, every tissue, every cell. Allow yourself to drift into sleep with this sense of peace, of nourishment, of being completely cared for. This nightly ritual, simple as it is, creates the internal environment where your muscles are not forgotten, but are bathed in enriched blood and calming energy, allowing the natural processes of repair and maintenance to occur optimally during your sleep. It's a subtle shift, but practiced consistently, it can make a significant difference to how you feel, how you move, and how your body maintains its inherent strength through the passing years. This isn't just about muscles, it's about nurturing your entire being. Deepening roots. The power of this evening practice lies not in its complexity, but in its consistency and the intention behind it. It is like watering a plant. A single watering may offer temporary relief, but it is the regular, mindful tending that allows the plant to truly flourish, to sink its roots deep and draw sustenance. So too with our bodies. Each evening that you dedicate these few moments to yourself, you are reinforcing a pattern of care, a message to your physical form that it is valued, that its well-being is a priority. This consistency builds a kind of energetic momentum. The body begins to anticipate this period of gentle attention and responds more readily, the relaxation deepening more quickly, the circulatory benefits becoming more established. Over weeks and months, what began as a conscious practice can transform into an ingrained habit, as natural and as necessary as brushing your teeth. It becomes a non-negotiable act of self-love. This ritual also serves to cultivate a deeper connection with your own body, an interoceptive awareness. In our busy lives, it is easy to become disconnected from the subtle signals our body sends us. We might ignore minor aches or stiffness until they become more significant problems. This evening practice, however, encourages you to listen, to feel, to notice. Where is there tension tonight? Which movements feel particularly good? Which areas of your body are calling for a little more attention? This awareness is in itself healing. It allows you to respond to your body's needs in a timely and compassionate way, rather than pushing through discomfort or ignoring early warnings. This intimate dialogue with your physical self is a cornerstone of long-term vitality. You become your own best healer, your own most attuned guide. Furthermore, this practice extends beyond the physical. By calming the mind and soothing the nervous system before sleep, you are creating the conditions for truly restorative rest. And it is during deep sleep that much of the body's repair work is done, not just for muscles, but for all systems, including the brain. When sleep is profound and undisturbed, we wake feeling more refreshed, more clear-headed, and with greater energy reserves for the day ahead. This, in turn, supports our ability and our motivation to be active during the day, which further contributes to maintaining muscle mass and overall strength. So you see, it is a virtuous cycle. The gentle work of the evening lays the foundation for the more active engagement of the day, and the engagement of the day makes the rest of the evening more welcome and more effective. Everything is interconnected. Think of this practice as an anchor in your day. No matter what stresses or challenges you may have encountered, this time is yours. It is a sanctuary, a moment to come back to yourself, to your center. This psychological benefit is immense. It fosters a sense of agency, of being able to actively participate in your own well-being, which is incredibly empowering, especially as we navigate the changes that come with aging. It is a reminder that even in gentleness, there is great strength. The strength to be present, the strength to care for oneself, the strength to meet each day with a body and mind that have been consciously prepared and nurtured. This is not about striving for an unattainable ideal of youth, but about embracing the fullness of life at every age, with a body that is as capable and as comfortable as we can mindfully help it to be. The roots of our well-being grow deeper with each act of consistent, loving attention. Inner harmony. The ultimate aim of this evening ritual, beyond the direct physical benefits for your muscles, is the cultivation of inner harmony. When the body is at ease, when the breath is calm, when the mind is still, a profound sense of peace can arise. This peace is not a passive state, It is a dynamic equilibrium, a state of balance from which true strength emanates. The ancient sages understood that physical health and mental emotional well-being are inseparable. A body that is burdened by tension and stagnation will invariably affect the clarity and serenity of the mind. Conversely, a mind that is agitated and filled with worry will create physical dis-ease. This practice, therefore, is a direct path to addressing both aspects simultaneously. As you gently move and breathe and massage, you are not just tending to your muscles, you are soothing your entire nervous system, coaxing it out of the fight or flight mode that so many of us inhabit during the day and into the rest and digest, or more accurately, rest and restore mode. This inner harmony has a direct impact on the quality of your sleep. Many people, especially as they get older, find sleep elusive or fragmented. Often, this is because the mind is still racing or the body is uncomfortable. By consciously preparing for sleep, by signaling to every part of your being that it is time to let go, you create a more inviting gateway into deep and uninterrupted slumber. And it is in the depths of sleep that the body performs its most miraculous work of regeneration. Hormones are balanced, tissues are repaired, cellular waste is cleared, and energy stores are replenished. If our muscles are to be maintained, to resist the tendency to diminish, they need this period of profound, undisturbed restoration. The gentle ministrations before bed are like tilling the soil and planting the seeds. The deep sleep that follows is the sun and rain that allow those seeds to sprout and flourish. This sense of inner peace also changes our relationship with the aging process itself. Instead of viewing it with apprehension as a time of inevitable decline, we can begin to see it as a period of potential wisdom, grace, and continued vitality, albeit perhaps of a different quality than in our youth. When we feel good in our bodies, when our minds are calm, we are better able to appreciate the present moment, to find joy in simple things, and to engage with life and with our loved ones from a place of fullness rather than depletion. The strength we cultivate is not just physical, it is an inner resilience, an emotional fortitude that allows us to meet life's challenges with greater equanimity. This is the deeper gift of such a practice. It goes far beyond the mere preservation of muscle tissue. It touches the very essence of our being, fostering a quality of life that is rich and meaningful. So, as you lie down each night after this small offering of care to yourself, feel that harmony settling within you. Feel the quiet hum of your body as it prepares to rejuvenate. This is not about adding another chore to your day. It is about subtracting the stress, the tension, the neglect that can accumulate. It is an act of simplifying, of returning to the essentials: breath, gentle movement, mindful touch. And in this simplicity, there is profound power. The power to nurture your physical form, to calm your mind, and to greet each new day with a spirit that is refreshed and a body that is ready, willing, and able to support you in all your endeavors. This connection, this inner stillness, this gentle strength is the true secret to not just preserving what you have, but to enhancing the very quality of your life, night after night. This simple act of nightly care, my friends, is a profound gesture of self-respect and wisdom. It is acknowledging the sacred vessel that carries you through this life and tending to it with the gentleness and consistency it so richly deserves. In this quiet ritual, you are not just preserving muscle. You are cultivating a deeper connection to yourself, ensuring that your inner light, your vitality, continues to shine brightly, illuminating your path for all the years to come.